In this menu item, we're going to have a look at using Reflect in Microsoft Teams. Reflect is a reasonably new tool to Teams. It's around social emotional learning and creating check-ins that you can use in the classroom or beyond the classroom. It creates potentially some really powerful routines to get some student voice and check in with how they're going. I've used it in class teams, I've used it in my PC, and I've also used it across the year level teams to get some student voice and reflections. So you access it by clicking on the Reflect button on your sidebar here in your class team. Click on New Check-in to create one. There's a few pre-populated ones. You can also make your own. And there's also the option to explore check-in ideas. These will change a bit from time to time. Like it's a new school year at the moment in America, and so that's why those new school year ones are there. If you choose one of these, you can also actually adjust them to however you want it to be. It's really important to check out the settings for your check-in, so you can change some things in here around the response, so how long you want it open for, whether you want a simple or a broad emotional vocab, which channel you should post the notification to, and whether you want to record student's name and whether you want to share the results with the students. Probably best to keep those two off, I think, for the initial stages anyway. I'll just quickly show you what it looks like when the students actually respond to the check-in. So it'll ask them the question and they choose one of the emojis as their response, and then it will give them, this is the broad emotional category, so it'll give them lots of words to choose from. In the simple emotional category, it's about 6 words, I think. They can choose and then submit their check-in. I'll click on Create just so you can see what it looks like on the next screen. You can see that all of your check-ins will appear here. There's also some other activities and things sitting along the side that you can have a look at. Alright, so this is what it's going to look like once you have actually completed the check-in with some students. So this is for my PC class, so you can see a number of students responded to the check-in. When you hover over them, you'll be able to see their name. I've just blurred it out, obviously, for this student, but you'll be able to see their name and how they're feeling in this check-in. If they've responded to check-ins before, it'll let you know how they were feeling in previous responses. And you can also choose to hide the names as well, and so it'll show you just a slightly different version of that, and that's what it'll look like for you to actually review that check-in. Lots of good possibilities here in terms of integrating that student voice and feedback into your classroom routines. This is a really great area where it might be good to have a colleague in your demo team so you can actually share some learning and check out what it looks like.